get into the house, he goes straight to the refrigerator. So he go to the garbage, and lo and behold, he see all the chicken bones, right? Grandad, he said, Grandad, why the F would you do that? That was my S, the S word. I can't cuss on here. Grandad had two shots, y'all, in the back of the head. Dead man can't tell no tales, right?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
This prison story is about when my homeboy Rodney got locked up for his granddaddy over some hot wings. Before we go on with this, yeah, that's right. His granddaddy over hot wings. Before we go further, y'all already know what time it is. I need for y'all to do me a favor, okay? Just in case if I'm skateboarding, right? Peep the scene. Just in case if I'm skateboarding in your country, your state, your city, your town, right? Or your street, and my skateboard end up breaking in half, and I need to crash on one of y'all couch. I need to know for sure that y'all allow me to come lay on your couch. So put your city, your state, or your country in the comment section, okay? And don't forget to hit the like button. Now, before we go on, also with this story, y'all know I always give y'all these side quests. Just hold up, we finna get to the prison story. Chill out, right? So before we go on, listen, me and a couple of associates are doing some debates online, right? Right now we doing the debate about Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees. I'm gonna have the link to part 1 and part 2 pinned at the top of the comment section. If you want to be a guest on my show, right, and get into these debates, make sure y'all contact me, all right? My contact information will be pinned at the top of the comment section, okay? Just shoot me a text. Do not call me unless you want me to promote your business, your product, or social media channel. But we'll get to that at the end of this video. But my contact information will be at the top of the comment section. So now we can finally get to it. So, and one more other thing, man. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. That great 810. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. Right? Now let's get to it. So I'm in the day room, right? And me and Al is playing Tunk, right? Bam, bam, right? I done caught Al with a 49-50, 2 times in a row, right? What? 3 kings, a queen, and a 9. Bam! 49-50. Automatic game, right? We playing for ramen noodles, right? And soups, right? I'm whooping Al. Bam, bam. Boom, I'm dropping. Boom, 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 I'm dropping. Y'all know it's Tuesday. So, you know, we get brand new inmates to come in, right? So, you know, the guys come in. It's 4 guys. It's 2 black dudes and 2 white dudes. And the first person that I see is Rodney. Now, Rodney was my dog back in middle school. I went to Holmes Middle School, and I also went to Dolan, right, out there in Beecher, right? Rodney was my dog at Holmes, man. We used to get into a lot of mischief. We used to, hold on, y'all. If somebody bumping their tunes right now, driving down my street, next time I'll call the police. Cause shoot, don't be bumping that gangster music on my street. I'm the only one that can bump gangster music on my street. Shoot. Anyway, you know, Rodney was my dog. You know, me and Rodney got into a lot of mischief. Me and Rodney, look, one of the things that me and Rodney used to do, and yeah, I was real childish growing up. I was real childish. So what me and Rodney would do, right, there be a class door that's open, and either Rodney will walk past it first, or I walk past it, and then the second guy will come and slam the door real loud, like boom, right? And we just take off running down the hallway, right? Dang, it's so much noise. Y'all hear that? Dang, look, I like doing videos outside, but it just be so much distractions. God damn, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, that's what me and Rodney would do, man. We was real childish, man. We'd act like we about to do a fake fight. You know, we'll be just arguing real loud in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Act like we about to fight. Like, man, F you, I'll beat your way, man, scrap, right? And then we'd take off running when, you know, a teacher come out or whatever. Rodney, on the last day of school, or maybe it was the day before. It might was the day before, of the last day of school. Rodney came to school with this black trench coat on, y'all. And, it had to have been towards the end of the day. I think right after lunch, right after sea lunch, right? He came in and he had this black trench coat on. Now, when he had that on, in my head, I'm thinking Rodney about to shoot the school up, right? Because I never seen no black dude dressed in no all black trench coat. But you know, black people don't shoot up schools. So next thing you know, I said, "What you doing?" And he opened his coat up and he had a big drum of firecrackers, right? Y'all know I think it's like 100 round or 500 round of firecrackers that want to go pop, 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 like in a circle. He had one of them, right? And I'm looking at him like, what the heck? So he flicked it, and then threw it. I took off, right? And he took off out the school. Pop, 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 pop. The whole hallways was covered in smoke, man. They had to evacuate the school. Long story short, he ended up going to juvenile for a year for that. And then I heard about him at the years because I ended up moving to Atlanta. I think that summer when school was out, we went to Atlanta. Yeah, we went to Atlanta. That summer, yeah. So I would hear things about him throughout the years or whatever, you know, him getting in trouble or whatever. And then, you know, years passed and I never heard nothing about him. So now we hear in prison, right? So now he come in and I'm like, Rodney, right? And he looked, he said, oh, my Donta, what, Donta? But I push up off the table and I'm like, man, what's up, Rodney? What's good, man? He said, man, ain't sure, man. Hey, where you been at, bro? Man, look at you, man. You all swole. I said, yeah, I've been out here putting in that work, baby. He said, I said, hold on. I said, wait. You ain't in here on no funny charges, right? He said, come on, man. This me. This me, man. Man, come on, man. You already know. I said, all right, bet. So I said, man, what happened? What you do? He said, man, I smoked the fool. I said, you smoked the fool? He said, man, I put down on it for real. I said, oh, okay. I said, what was like some gang type stuff? Cause I haven't seen Rodney in, dang, I got locked up when I was 24, y'all. The first time I got locked up when I was 24. I ain't see Rodney. I see Rodney when I was 25. I was 13 in the 8th grade, I believe. So 10 make me 23. I ain't seen Rodney like in 11, 12 years, y'all. So I'm like, what happened, Rodney? He like, man, I'll tell you in a minute. I said, no, man, what's up? Tell me what's happening. So he like, all right, hold on, let me put my stuff up. Let's come in the cell. So I pimp over there, we go in the cell, right? He putting the stuff up. I'm like, what happened, Rodney? He said, all right, look, so basically, have y'all ever heard of American Deli? And they got them all across the South, but, and they got them in Atlanta. Where I was at was in Covington, Georgia. So let me rephrase that. When I tell y'all that I went to Atlanta, I didn't actually go to the city of Atlanta. I went to the outskirts. You know, I lived in Covington, Georgia. I stayed in Conyers, Georgia. I stayed in Stone Mountain. I stayed in Decatur, you know, the outskirts. I never actually ever stayed in the city of Atlanta, unless you, of my fellow AT aliens, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Was Boring Homes in the city of Atlanta? Let me know in the comment section. But I was young, so I don't ever claim that. But let me know if Boring Homes Projects was in the city of Atlanta. But anyway, and for you cats that be talking about, oh, Dante, you went out there and covered it. Yes, I was. You ever heard of Settlers Grove? Shout out to Settlers. That's where I actually met Tar T at in Homicide in Settlers Grove. But that's a whole nother story. I'll tell y'all about that another time. But anyway, yeah, so I'm like, what happened? What's up? He said, so him and his granddaddy, right? They would go, from Flint to Atlanta, they go to Flint to Atlanta every year, right? To visit they kinfolks or whatever. So he said, you know, this year, well, the year prior, this was all this happened. He'd been fighting trial and he blew it. So anyway, so he said the prior year, whatever, they go down to Atlanta, right? To visit their people. He said when they was there for about a week. And when they was leaving, they stopped and they went to American Deli, right? Now, what his granddaddy, because the chicken's so good, when I go to American Deli, I get the mild, right? The mild hot wings and dip it in that blue cheese. Hey, listen, let me ask y'all a question. Real talk. What do y'all eat with y'all hot wings? Do y'all eat it with blue cheese or ranch? Let me know in the comment section, or just let me know what y'all eat with it. Just put like, whatever. Just let me know what y'all like to eat with y'all hot wings. So he said what his granddaddy would do would get dry ice, right? And they'd get like 40 wings or whatever. And, they'd just pack it a certain way and put it on there. Cause I think, from Atlanta back to Flint is about 10 to 12 hours, give or take. So he said they'd get that, but they'll order like 20 for him and 20 for him, and they'll eat that on the way back up north or whatever. So he said that when they got to about, I believe, Kentucky, his granddaddy ate all of himself, right? And he said that he ate his own. His granddaddy asked like, yo, can I eat the rest of these? Right? He's like, yeah, no problem. He ate them, right? He said when they got back to Flint, right? Because he stayed with his granddaddy. He said when they got back to Flint, what they will break down the wings 20-20, right? 20 for you, 20 for me, right? So he said that he ended up going to work because he was working at GM or whatever. He said he went to work at GM and he forgot to bring his wings because he wanted to bring his wings to for lunch, you know, for the next day at work or whatever. But he said he forgot it. So he said his granddaddy ate not only his wings, but he said he ate his wings too, right? So he said after he ate his wings, you know, granddaddy, it was what it was. So he said when he got home, he went to the refrigerator because that was all on his mind. You know, have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all just knew y'all left something somewhere to eat, left something to eat, and y'all just knew y'all just thinking about it all day? You could taste it. You just can't wait to get home to eat it. That's how he was feeling. So he ended up getting to the house. He goes straight to the refrigerator. He going through the container. It ain't nothing in there. There's nothing in there but about 4 wings. So he like, okay, this probably Grandad. But he don't see another container. So he like, man, no Grandad. And so he go to the garbage and lo and behold, he see all the chicken bones, right? And he see that container. So he like, nah, man, F that. Nah. So he knocked on Granddad's door. Hey, you up in there? Yeah, come in. Hey, was somebody over there ate my chicken or something? Granddad was like, no, I ate it. He was like, what you mean you ate it? He like, I ate it. I got hungry, so I ate it. He was like, yo, Grandad, actually, he said, Granddad, why the F would you do that? That was my S, the S word. I can't cuss on here, y'all. He said, that was my S. Why would you do that? He was like, I was hungry. What you mean? I mean, I was hungry. What? He was like, man, that's some mother effing BS, right? So I guess they got to arguing back and forth, right? And Grandad, according to the detectives or whatever, but dead man can't tell no tales, right? According to the detective, the Grandad, was fearful for his life, right? So they said that Grandad pulled the pistol out on him because he was afraid, and they got into a confrontation, right? And Grandad ended up getting popped. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Grandad, now I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. I'm just telling y'all what was told to me, what was in the paperwork, and y'all come up with your own conclusion, right? Grandad had two shots, y'all, in the back of the head. Now, one would say, oh, he popped Grandad when Grandad was fleeing. You see what I'm saying? This is why he got convicted. Now, if Grandad would have took two shots forward, then, that could probably account for something. But for him having two shots in the back of the head, they weren't going for it. They said, no, that man was fleeing. He was trying to get away from you, and you bust two in his head, right? So with that evidence, he blew trial. They gave Rodney 40 years to life. Rodney will be eligible for parole, right? When Donta is about 68, 70 years old. When I'm 70, because I think me and Rodney the same age, now that I think about it. But this was 10 years ago, y'all. Y'all got, see, a lot of y'all think when I be telling y'all these stories that this happened a year ago or five. No, this was 10 years ago, y'all. I've been free for 11 years now. I've been free for 11 years now. So Rodney, this was 11 years ago. So Rodney still got 31 years to go. So in 30 more years, I'll be 60. I'll be 68 when Rodney will be eligible for parole. Think about that. Listen, Rodney, and I'm not sidetracking, but now something really just caught my attention. Rodney got 40 years to life over some chicken. Oh, let that sink in. Rodney ended up getting 40 years to life for some chicken. A lot of people end up in prison for a lot of reasons. Could be drugs, women, all type of stuff. But a lot of cats end up in prison for, hey, the next time, and I know there's a lot of people out here that's short-tempered, but sometimes y'all gotta realize that it only take a matter of seconds that would change the course of your life, that you would end up in a penitentiary for 20, 30, 40 years. This could have been avoided. Why? This is how this could have been avoided. Because yes, was Grandad wrong for eating Rodney chicken? Yeah, he was wrong. Did that deserve a death sentence? No. Rodney could have ate the 4 or 5 chickens, right? And drunk a big glass of water, 2 glasses of water, and his belly would have been filled, right? Because food is just is a nourishment, right? It's just a nourishment. Rodney could have ate 6 pieces of bread and guzzled down a gallon of water or a liter of water, right? And would have been filled. Hey, prison is some people belong there, some people don't. When I was locked up, I belonged there. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you hit that like button for me. Also, if you like stories like this, make sure you check out Stacy's Storytime.
Stacy's Storytime.
I'll have her link pinned at the top of the comment section. Make sure y'all go check her out. If you want to continue to show your support for the Donta Show Network, make sure you send your weekly donation to our Cash App, our PayPal, and our Zelle. It is highly appreciated. Until next time, take care.